Hello again, everyone. Last week we left you on a bit of a cliffhanger with the dumper. Philippe is just days from trying to start it up and see how the engine would behave. But we're going to have to keep you in suspense a little longer because other things have come up that need our attention. After all, it's spring, the season of growth and gardening. If you remember last year we made our first attempt at a vegetable garden, it was probably the worst timing we could have chosen, one of the wettest springs in years here. We kept it simple, planting just a few things as a test run, but the results, well, let's just say they were a bit disappointing. The potatoes started off really well, but withered away too soon. The yield wasn't terrible, though most potatoes were small. The onions, cucumbers and melons, they succumbed to an army of slugs. The tomato plants suffered from mildew, and the fruit ended up rotting right on the vine. Still, we enjoyed the process, and even though the harvest was small, it got us thinking. We realized the spot we had chosen between the house and the big tilia tree was just too shady for most veggies. So this year we're trying again, moving the garden from there to a much sunnier spot. A place with more space to grow and hopefully a better chance of success. But first we had to deal with the long grass, and that wasn't a job for our trusty steel mower. No, this was a job for another machine Philippe has been working on, the tractor. And let's just say it was almost ready to take on the challenge.
Okay, another fun little job that I have to do. I don't know what happened with this air filter. It's like someone took a hammer to it, but luckily I ordered, well, not this new, but I ordered a second-hand air filter for the other tractor that we found. But looking at the state of this filter, I'm not surprised why there is low compression on the engine, and I'm not surprised why it doesn't start well. So I think if you look at this filter, all the sand and dust from working just went directly into the cylinders and pistons. So what you're creating is just an abrasive, how do you call it? With dust entering, it's abrasive and the pistons go up and they just start grinding. So I'm pretty sure the engine is worn by its age. And also if I look at the filter not doing much anymore. It's insane. I'll show you the other one. This is how the filter is supposed to look like. This is the one I got out of the tractor. So yeah. Yeah. There's many times I don't have any words. What happened with this? If someone can explain me this, how a filter gets this way, did it get sucked in, or did it implode on itself, or did someone took a hammer to it? I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna clean up this one. This one I'm gonna keep just for this. Maybe you can get those inner fins from somewhere, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep it as a spare part. So we'll clean this one and this one so I can put it up in the attic. And working on these old machines, I always feel like 70% of the time is disassembling and cleaning it. The reason why I'm keeping these old parts is because it's not easy for those McCormicks to find parts over here. Okay, I'm gonna take out this whole air filter. There's something weird going on. Ooh, la, 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 la. This one is broken as well. I have a feeling, because I seem to be missing. You know, I showed you guys the difference between the air filters, and the other one seemed to be like compressed or hit with a hammer or imploded, whatever. But I think actually the missing parts are inside here. Okay, you see this? This seems to be part of the imploded air filter that went inside of this or stuck in this, I don't know. We'll have to look at it. I'm happy that the one that I bought second hand is in a rather good shape. Er is daar ook geen magic button op, hè. Als er iets misgaat, dan je direct alles kunt stopzetten. Ja. Dat was de button. Ja, doe maar. Okay, this is the size of our vegetable garden. It might seem big, but I'd rather make it a little bit too big than every year make it bigger, because that's a lot of work as well. So I'm gonna need some extra poles to put in the ground. Also, the tractor is the first time I've really worked with it. So we did a lot of extra work on it, and the starting is still difficult, but it actually mowed it, and it mowed it without a problem. So I'm very happy. I left it a little bit longer because I didn't want to overstress the tractor yet. So I want to see and feel a little bit how it goes, and we can always lower it so this becomes shorter. But it is fine now. I think I'll go over it with my steel mower because this is low enough now to do it with the steel mower. And first do the fence, get the compost in here, and then plant the plants. Because this morning I saw 2 little deer running through the yard. So the moment we will plant them over here, I'm sure they're gonna be eaten. The other side where we had the veg garden last year, we did it without the fence in the beginning, but that's really close to the house. So I've never seen deer over there, but here they travel. So yeah, all is going very well. I'm very happy. The dumper is going very well. The tractor, first time really working with it, so everything is coming a little bit together. Anisha did her veggies, which are growing very large already. So. Ik zie hier een pool. Tweede pool. Wat heb je? Ja, wacht even. Ja. And these are chestnut poles, by the way, so I looked it up. They should be anywhere between 15 and 30 years before they perish in the ground. So by that time I'll be 60 or 70, so some of you might be wondering why we are making it this big. Simple, maybe in the beginning it won't be filled up, but in a couple of years it might be. And I don't want to be out here next year putting poles in again and making the fencing bigger and everything. So we made it, it's now 320 square meters. So that's big enough. That's the area, the total area with our house and our garage and our yard. What we had in Belgium is this. And now it's a garden. a veg garden. Okay. Okay. Everything has a gradual slope until we hit this point. This little corner goes down a little bit more, so I'm thinking of maybe leaving the poles a little bit up higher. Putting the fence straight on the bottom will have more left, but maybe we can use this temporarily to put our compost and pile it up that way, or maybe with some soil that I have from the driveway that is clean. Dat is de sensoen.
Ja, te veel moet hem niet bewegen.
Hup,
Ja,
los. Voilà, perfectie. Perfectie. Dat zal niet poseren.
En dan zeggen oh, die internet, weet je, dat leeft zo, dat heeft zo zijn eigen leven.
Maar dat is het leuke nu dat ik wel plaats heb, dat ik al die latjes kan houden. Zonder
Ja.
dat ze in mijn weg staan.
Ja. Ja, dat mag wezen. Die gaan niet pakken. Hier? Ja. Ja, is genoeg.
Spijt me op, hè, sorry.
Ja.
Dan kun je zo kijken dat ik gewoon krijg.
Bonjour mon grand petit.
Godintje.
Bonjour mon petit.
Voilà.
Oké.
Een beetje silicoenvet pakken.
Voilà.
Dat is perfect.
Te fermer.
Let op.
Andere kant, andere kant.
Andere kant,
Ja.
dat zal wel zijn.
Dan een lange wees. Voilà. Nu hebben we overal pakken om te werken.
Allee, daar, ja. Goed hè?
Ja.
Nog een beetje wachten, een beetje in terug trekken, wachten. Ja.
Voilà, parfait.
Voilà, we gaan nog een dingetje pakken. Ja, haha, dankjewel Odin. Goed dan daar. Wat een doen. Oh.
With half of the fencing done and us waiting for the rest to be delivered, it was time to move the big bags of compost closer, ready to be spread out on the raised beds next week. Until then, thanks for watching and see you soon with another update from us.